Homan is the acting director of ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Today's his last day. He joins us from our nation's capital. Tom, I know
we need to abolish ICE. What is your reaction to the threats against your agency?
They need to educate themselves. I mean, this protest yesterday, they're protesting about family separations on the border. ICE doesn't separate families on the border. That's the Border Patrol.
Capitol office building on Thursday. You see celebrities saying we need to abolish ICE. What is your reaction to the threats against your agency?
They need to educate themselves. I mean, this protest yesterday, they're protesting about family separations on the border. ICE doesn't separate families on the border. That's the Border Patrol. We're a different agency. So they need to get their facts straight and inform themselves what's actually happening and understand there's two different agencies with two different missions. Border Patrol does this and ICE does this. So first thing they do is need to educate themselves. Now, I'm not throwing Border Patrol under the bus. I think they're doing what they need to do. When you prosecute an illegal alien and they're with a child, you're going to be separated. The same thing happens to U.S. citizens all across this country. When you arrest a parent and you put them in jail, many times that child has to go through Child Protective Services if there's no one there to protect them. So what these open borders people want, they want better rules for illegal alien families than we have for U.S. citizen families.
Well, so I understand that there's more and more communities who are terminating their contract with ICE because of people like Senator Kamala Harris calling for its elimination, including Texas City, over in Sacramento, over in Virginia. What's your reaction to them terminating their lucrative contracts with ICE? These are an effort to crack down on illegals amongst us.
Well, a couple of things. First of all, I want to get back to family separations just for a moment. If the American public wants to know who to blame for family separations, the first people that need to blame is Congress. We went up to the Hill several months ago and told them what the loopholes were about the Florida Settlement Agreement. We said, you can fix this. If we can fix the Florida Settlement Agreement, we can keep the families together in a family facility till they see a judge. But they failed to fix it. They don't want to fix it, so we're doing Operation on Border, what Congress failed to do. So members of Congress are upset about family separations. They need to look in the mirror because they failed their job on fixing it. As far as these jurisdictions walking away from ICE, what they're actually doing, okay, we're not going to house aliens in this jurisdiction anymore, so when we arrest an alien in that jurisdiction, we're going to have to move them probably out of state, away from their families, away from their legal support, just because you're trying to make a political statement. You're actually hurting the immigrant community making these decisions.
Meanwhile, you've got some on the political left who are very vocal. They're very extreme. For instance, Cynthia Nixon, Sex and the City actress who's now running for governor of the great state of New York. She's in this montage, Tom, of different people calling for the abolition of ICE, but she's also the same person who in the last week or two referred to ICE as a terrorist outfit. Listen.
ICE has strayed so far from its mission. It's frankly a terrorist organization of its own.
Dumbass.
On the floor of Congress regarding the abolishment of ICE. I do think that a lot of this legislation points to the America that we want to have.
Dumbass.
It's created this situation where ICE isn't doing what it was created to do. It's being used as his own personal police force.
Big time dumbass.
Get rid of it, start over, reimagine it, and build something that actually works.
Two more dumbasses.
Absolutely not. And what really upsets me is a lot of these representatives in the state of New York, which I'm a native New Yorker. As far as Gillibrand, she needs to study the issue too, because she went to a protest just about family separation on the border. Then she turns around and blames ICE for it, about ICE separating families. So first of all, she's got to get her facts straight. Second of all, if you want to do away with ICE and abolish ICE, before she says that, she needs to know that ICE took 5,000 criminal aliens off the street in New York that walked out of her sanctuary jails that she supports. She needs to meet with the sheriffs on the northern border about the millions of dollars of resources ICE has spent on the northern border of New York to shut down the opioid crisis and the cross-border crime. These people want to make a judgment about ICE. We are enforcing the laws that they enacted. So you have a congressman or senator saying abolish ICE because they're too effective. We're out doing our sworn oath, enforcing the laws that they enacted, and they're going to vilify us for doing it.
This here is Alexandria Cortez, the new surprise winner, bug-eyed, propped up on a soapbox, propaganda spewing pundit that's here to further the separation of the American people with lies. Just listen to a few seconds of her.
Well, I knew that we could be better. I knew in my backyard, I'm an organizer here, I'm an educator here.
No, you're not an educator here. We just proved that you are a liar. You don't educate. You're out there to separate people by lying to them. You should be ashamed. Liberals, Democrats, conservatives, propped up Nazis on soapboxes. It doesn't make a difference. Just get your facts straight. I got another video here I just did right here. And like a lot of videos with truth in them, they don't get any views. So with all that being said, subscribe here at The Quiet Math, especially if you want the truth to be told, or at least the way I see it. Until next time, the saga continues.